dogs.
This arena beginning to fill with an ominous air as the return of Gangrel to heat.
I thought you had gas.
Contestant scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gangrel.
A separated shoulder landed Gangrel on the injured list, but the rehab and recovery is complete. And Gangrel returns here to heat. Of course, it's not his first match back in the World Wrestling Federation. Those of you that tuned into Metal this weekend, you saw Gangrel in action. And it's a rematch of sorts here on Heat, as Gangrel got the better of Stevie Richards. So, boy, the Heat producers love that match so much, we're going to bring it back here for the fans on Channel 4.
Great move by the producers, huh?
They are on top of their game. And boy, Judgment Day is right around the corner. A little later on, we're going to take a look at a man who will be competing at Judgment Day in a six-man tag team match. Kurt Angle's going to team up with Edge and Christian to take on Rikishi and Too Cool. Boy, we'll take a look at Kurt Angle when he visited the UK recently. So that'll be very interesting. We'll see that in just a little bit.
You know, Kevin, earlier you talked about previews, and I'm wondering, did we get a preview what will happen at Judgment Day on SmackDown? The Rock going through a table, the Dudleys going through a table, courtesy of the Road Dogg
weighing in at 235 pounds, Stevie Richards.
You have a feeling that all the stops are going to be pulled out in that Iron Man match, but what is the future in the tag team table match as the Dudley boys take on the Road Dogg and X-Pac? The only way to win that match is to drive one of your opponents through a table, and I still can't get out of my mind what I saw Friday night as Tori leapt from the top rope, an awesome maneuver as she drove Bubba Ray Dudley through a table. That's the first time, Michael, that a woman has put Bubba Ray through a table.
And Bubba hasn't slept since then. I mean, imagine, that is the worst nightmare that could happen to Bubba Ray Dudley. A woman putting him through a table.
So we'll see what happens in that tag team table match. And I'm also interested, boy, Stevie Richards starting off very quickly here against Gangrel. Richards dropped that fall to Gangrel on Metal and is looking for revenge here on Heat. I can't wait to see what happens when the Big Show finally gets his hands on Shane McMahon. Cover, 2 count only.
Yeah, but you know, you got to figure this. Shane McMahon, whether you like him or not, is always plotting, always planning. Shane McMahon asked for this match. And not only did he make the challenge, he challenged the Big Show to a no disqualification match.
Oh, the Stevie got countered. Awesome strike by Gangrel. I got a question. On the surface, you question the wisdom of Shane McMahon. No disqualification against the 7-foot, 500-pound monster. But then, Michael, you start to wonder, okay, what does the boy wonder have up his sleeve?
I'm sure he has something, probably a couple tricks. But the question is, will that be enough to slow down the Big Slow?
That's the Big Show as Gangrel sends Stevie Richards out to the floor. Boy, Judgment Day is going to be an incredible event. Oh, man, Richards hard to the security wall outside the ring.
I'm also very interested to see what happens in the triple threat match for the European title. I thought Eddie and China really pulled one over on Malenko and Saturn on SmackDown.
Of course, China's been pointed as the one who has driven the wedge between the 3 members of the Radicals. But boy, there is no doubt that Eddie Guerrero is at least a co-conspirator in that. And you have to wonder what the mindset of Malenko and Saturn is going to be. They may have their differences personally, but can't you just see them, Michael, uniting to go after Eddie and that European Championship?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's such a prestigious title. Plus, I bet both of them say, look, I don't care who leaves with it as long as it's not Eddie Guerrero.
Uh-oh. Look at the leg off the corkscrew elbow and a near fall. Of course, Dean Malenko enters as the light heavyweight champion, and I know that Perry Saturn would love to have World Wrestling Federation gold around his waist on a permanent basis. Of course, Perry is a former hardcore champion. And another near fall as Stevie Richards is finding the going tough against the returning Gangrel.
I'll tell you who's going to find the going tough at Judgment Day is The Rock and Triple H. The checkered past that both WWF superstars have with the special guest referee, the new spokesperson for the WWF, Shawn Michaels. That has to come into play.
And Michael, what type of physical conditioning is it going to take for these guys to go 60 minutes?
Well, I think they're both in shape enough to go 60 minutes. On the surface, oh, wait.
Great float over and a near fall. Stevie.
So many offensive maneuvers by Gangrel. But the question is, when that clock starts winding down and when your emotions start coming into play, that you don't have any idea what's going to happen next. And I don't think The Rock has ever gone 60 minutes. You have to, kind of save some gasoline in the tank there.
It is the truest test of endurance.
Oh!
Side slam. Cover. Gangrel able to kick out. Of course, it was the Game who issued the challenge to The Rock, wanting to prove that he is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the undisputed World Wrestling Federation champion. That question will be answered at Judgment Day. What role will Shawn Michaels play? Linda McMahon named him as WWF spokesperson. Guest referee for this match, Stevie T. This should do it. No, sir.
Tell you what, Richards is compensating for mistakes he made on metal. And it looks like Stevie's about to pull off the upset. Come on, you idiot. Don't talk to the fans. Just take it home.
Stevie's going for the Stevie kick. If he nails this, it will be over. Gangrel's on his feet, but he is on Dream Street. Wait a minute. Caught. Counter. Impaler.
It's like another Stevie loss to me.
This one is over. What a great matchup.
Here's your winner, Gangrel.
Are you surprised at all in the relationship between the tag team champions, Edge and Christian and Kurt Angle?
I guess you could say birds of a feather flock together.
Hey, easy on the birds.
And hey, I'm sorry about that. And it was Kurt Angle who had fans flocking when he recently appeared in the UK. Let's take a look.